Hello there everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon Ranger! So, in the last part, the Goronquad tricked us into clearing the 4th challenge, and now the entire Jungle Relic has now been covered with lava, and we even saw the actual appearance of the legendary Pokemon Entei. So, now as we continue on for this whole new structure of the Jungle Relic, we are now going to utilize our Sceptile to cut down the wood fence. And we're going to see what's inside here. And we have not one, but 2 Poliwhirls. Now this area here is the only place in the entire relic that you are ever going to find water types. So yeah, you may want to pick up at least either one or both of them. Yeah, just in case if you just happen to run into any of those pesky fire types and whatnot. Yeah. But anyways, now as we continue to go down this path, now we are going to be dealing with a few more grunts along the way. But however, now before we get to face up against one of them, and then actually being that guy right there, we're actually gonna go up this way because there is actually a Pokemon that you may want to consider picking up. But before we get to that Pokemon, we first have to deal with this grunt, who has a Meowth and also a Sneasel too. Now, I guess I just say about Sneasel here is that, well, Sneasel's not so much of a pain. It's more so annoying to deal with because, well, you only have to do 3 loops to get him. But Sneasel really loves running off towards the back. Really loves running off screen. And immediately as soon as Sneasel stops running, he will immediately attack. And then immediately, as soon as he's done, then he will once again try to run off screen. Yeah, that's really what's annoying about. That's what's really annoying about Sneasel. Is that yeah, he really loves running off screen. But anyways, everyone. Now we're done with that. Now the Pokemon you want to consider picking up is actually a Rhydon. Yeah. What was essentially our very first boss fight in the game. Now we can actually get to actually utilize one. Now we can actually get to utilize one. Yeah, and also having this Rhydon is, yeah, but like I say, having this Rhydon is definitely going to be needed for what we are going to see up ahead. But anyways, now we're going to take on this grunt with the free Slugmas. Hey, I thought I recognized you. You remember me, don't you? You don't remember? You really don't remember? Gah! I'm not taking that. Yeah, this particular grunt. Yeah, whenever he says, hey, it's me. Remember? Yeah, he's never gonna say why he keeps saying that if you actually remember him. I remember you way more than I ever want to. You captured back that Politoed I took from that ranger. Yeah, he's indeed that guy who, yeah, he's indeed the same grunt that we chased after within the Olive Jungle. Yeah, and now starting here, he's gonna keep saying, whenever we do see him, he's gonna keep saying like, hey, it's me, remember? Okay, but anyways, now we have some actual boss Slugmas that you can actually pick up for yourselves. But, as soon as you come here, yeah, a big freaking rockfall falls down near you. Yeah, like I said, that right there is why you may want to consider picking up that Yeah, that's why I say you may want to consider picking up this Rhydon. Yeah. I definitely save yourself a whole lot of time if you do this. If you actually pick up the Rhydon before actually coming here. But anyways, yeah, and look what we got here. Yeah, the Pokemon that Spencer showed us how to actually capture a Pokemon. Houndoom. Now, Houndoom, yeah, he essentially acts exactly the same as Spencer showed us how to capture a Pokemon. So if you essentially paid close attention to that, then getting your own Houndoom really shouldn't be all that much troubling. But anyways, now as we come across here, oh, Aria, hi. Are you still here? I'm telling you, this as your senior, watch out for the Go Rock Squad guy ahead. He's not like the grunts you ran into on the way here. The Pokemon he uses is incredibly strong. I desperately did my best to try to capture it, but it wrecked my styler. I feel so angry and useless. Yeah. Oh, what was that about? That tremor. Something happened in there. You two, you don't have time. You don't have the time to be stunned. Hey, isn't it your job as rangers to investigate and resolve crises? I hate admitting this, but with my styler broken, I can't do my job. As inexperienced as you are, I have no choice but to pin my hopes on you. Yeah, considering what Aria just told us, yeah, we're definitely gonna be dealing with another Go Rock Quad member as soon as we head ourselves in there. So that's why I would say you may want to get yourself prepped up first. Yeah, but anyways, now we go over here. Now we got not just one but two Charmanders. Now as for that lava thing over there, yeah, it is indeed a target clear, but we're not going to be able to do anything with it. Yeah, and especially if you just happen to get a Poliwhirl over here, because even though that target clear does require water, but it's not exactly gonna have the power that you're gonna need right now. Yeah, as I'll show here. Yeah, the lava pool. Yeah, it requires not 2, but 3 water. Yeah, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to do anything about that yet. But anyways, now I will say this. Yeah, before you enter this area, yeah, make sure you not only are prepped up first, but also utilize a save machine, because you may need it. But anyways, now for next fight is actually gonna be Clyde. Say hey, if it's not the calamity causing combo. Calamity causing combo kind of lacks that street sensibility thing. Calamity creating combo? Who cares? So who cares about that? Anyways, I have to hand it to you two. Our boss is mighty pleased. Yes, sir. Tremendously pleased with you. You played a huge part in the testing of our latest styler. But now, your part is done. If we let you scurry around anymore, you'll get under the boss's foot. Why are you giving me that eye? I'll show you. And what exactly is the Pokemon that we're gonna be dealing with? Time to work, Slaking! KO these clowns! And let's get ourselves a bonus from the boss! Boom! Yep, this time we're dealing with a freaking Slaking! Now, Slaking can be a tough cookie. Especially since you have to do at least 17 loops in order to get him. But as soon as you think you're about to be done, yeah, you may not get as lucky as I did just then. Yeah, considering that he just utilized that attack, just right as you're about to get him, yeah, that could definitely happen. Well, so much for that bonus pay. But that's alright. I stalled you a bit. I did my job. Our boss is in the back. But while you guys were fumbling around, the experiment finished already. That tremor a little earlier is proof you were too late to stop it. Heh, bye-bye. Yep, and bye-bye to you too as well, Clyde. But anyways, yeah, considering we're now gonna be dealing with, since we're now gonna be dealing with the boss of the Gorok, the actual boss of the Gorok squad. Yeah, you may want to also get yourself prepped up for that too. Yeah, considering what you're gonna be dealing with, it's definitely not gonna be an easy feat. Especially if you are playing this game for your very first time. And definitely utilize that save machine just in case if you need it too. But anyways, now let's head outside here to see who exactly is the boss, the boss of the Gorok squad. Oh, yeah, have we seen him before? Is that the Gorok squad's boss? Yeah, a familiar face. You are. Oh yes, I remember now. You're my guy from the Lyra Forest. Ditto, wasn't it? You seem surprised. At the time, I certainly wasn't much more than a pitiful old man lost in the woods. But now, I would think the most pitiful people in Fiore would be you two. As the boss of the Gorok squad, I, Gordor, will explain how this came to be. Consider it a thanks for your help. Yep, Gordor is indeed the boss. The legend of the Jungle Relic turned out to be true, thanks to a pair of gullible do-gooders. The fourth and final challenge was cleared. As a result, the underground volcano erupted, and the Entei was awakened. The Entei, overburdened with fiery energy, appeared to become the first capture of my new Styler. Being a legendary Pokemon, it put up a terrific fight. But in the end, my experiment became a smashing success. The loud noise and the tremor from earlier were the result of that capture. Yeah, Beast indeed captured Entei. That conclusively proves that the Gorok Squad is an organization that surpasses the Ranger Union. It will be long before we, and not you, are considered legitimate Rangers. Let me assign you your final job as a Ranger. If nothing is done with that Entei, its presence is certain to trigger another eruption of the underground volcano that will not only destroy this relic, it will devastate the natural environments and run people's lives in Fiore. Now wouldn't that be a terrific shame? So, let me assign you this mission, which will also mark your retirement. This is your assignment. Do whatever you want, because I don't care. Yeah, and what he means by that, yeah, our next mission is to actually capture that legendary Pokemon. So yeah, our very next boss fight is actually going to be the legendary Pokemon Entei. But however, you're not going to be fighting him alone, because immediately as soon as the fight starts, he summons not one but two Magmars. Yeah, so I'd say definitely deal with the Magmars first before you even think about going after Entei. But anyways, as for Entei himself, yeah, considering that Entei is indeed a legendary Pokemon, yeah, I would say this is definitely the time that you may want to consider utilizing your Pokésys against this guy. Especially if you're trying to do actual capture loops, but Entei will stop you cold every time, so yeah, so definitely utilize a Pokemon like Graveler or Poliwhirl. Yeah, then you can easily just get the job done. See? Yeah, thanks to the power of Graveler, we captured the legendary Pokemon Entei. Oh, Gordor! Apparently he got us behind us, apparently. Captured the Entei? I'll admit to not having expected that. But that's fine. My experiment was a complete success. Our plan has taken a giant leap forward. With my styler, even legendary Pokemon can be captured without then the need for any special skills. Though it's impossible to control the behavior of legendary Pokemon quite yet. But that should soon be reality, with only minor tweaks. I am plenty satisfied with what we've achieved today. Yeah, I bet you are, Gordor. Please convey my best regards to your Professor Hastings, the Rhydon Union's chief of technology. Yes, be certain to give the good professor the best regards of Gordor. Yeah, those two, as you're gonna see, those two definitely have history. Yeah. But anyways, now that that's been taken care of, the tremors have subsided. Did you maybe capture the Entei? Yeah, we surely did. You did? That's incredible. What exactly happened there? I want you to explain it from the top. Yeah, we definitely will get to that. Oh, and there was an injured Charizard? You captured it, and that's who was the 4th challenge? That's awful! What a rotten thing for them to do. So that's what you went through. Yeah, we surely did. You two got caught up in some terrible things through no fault of yours. Yeah, now she gets it. Yeah, and speaking of Charizard, there he is. Now he's just flying about. Now, however, this is not going to be the last time that we're going to be seeing this Charizard. I'm just going to let you know this for later. That was the Charizard? It seemed to be wincing in pain, but it seemed to be grateful to you. Let's go back to Summerland and report to Cameron what happened. Yep, we surely will. So yeah, now starting at this point, yeah, now things are definitely going to be a hell of a lot more difficult now. Yeah, but anyways, hello again. Ditto, Solana. Thanks for your report. The tremors seem to be over. So I guess the crisis has passed. Both of you. I'm sorry for what you went through. It's my fault for mentioning the challenges. Forgive me. Excuse me. No, Cameron. You clearly warned us about the 4th challenge. We knew that, but yeah, but then we got tricked. The only people at fault here are the Garuk Squad. They're the bad guys. I'll take a full responsibility for this. I'll make that completely clear in my report to the Ranger Union. But you know, moping around over being duped is no way for Rangers to be, hey? Yeah, I suppose. Come on, smile. Be happy and cheerful, like the sunshine of Summerland. It was a big ordeal, but you skillfully came through. Maybe you're not so bad. Maybe you're not so bad after all. Well, I have to do a mission in Fall City. I have to go. Yep, and we'll definitely be seeing you later as well, Aria. I'm gonna stay in Summerland for a while. I'll keep gathering information on the Go Back Squad. All right? It's a rare occasion for Aria to hand out praise. I hope it doesn't become a storm. Maybe. Imagine, the Go Rock Squad hiding in Summer Land. That is so creepy. I guess. Our leader can be counted on when he's called upon. Yeah, I bet. During the earthquakes, he helped to lead Summerland's people to safety. Oh yeah, that's good. But that's it. That should be all I'm gonna do for this part. And so, until the next part, I'll see you guys next time.